how to transition from state security to private security. I hope you can hear me and hear me well. So this is Asset Protection Academy. There are several things that we do. As we progress, you come to appreciate many other things we've done in the past. Some of them are free, some are paid. So let's move on. We got to know ourselves well. So please, a bit of housekeeping rules, okay? Mute your microphone, unmute when you want to speak. If along the line there's something you don't understand, you want me to explain, just unmute and pause. Check your microphone all the time because you may be speaking. Your microphone will be will be on. You may not be aware. So please check your microphones. Okay, it is time. So we are not going to wait for anybody. I know these days everybody is time pressed. So we are going to know ourselves. Just tell us your name, what you do, and why you are here. I can see Mr. Thomas Kumado. Your name, what you do, and why you are here. Mr.
Hello?
Thomas?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Please go ahead. I can hear you.
Yes, 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 I'm a national security operative.
Okay, and why are you here?
Yes, I'm here to learn more about the risk involved and then how should the national security operate in the country.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Bashiru.
Team, yeah, to acquire more knowledge about the national security operative.
Good, thank you. Mr. Bashiru. Mr. Bashiru, can you hear me? Mr. Blyden.
Sir?
Tell us your name and why you are here.
You say I should write my name at where?
Tell us your name and why you are here.
I'm here to learn, sir.
You are
As
here
a
to learn.
security.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Blyden.
Yes. Okay, my name is George Blyden Badohun. I'm here to acquire knowledge and learn and have more information about the course.
Okay, good. Mr. Don Jerry.
Really?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Evening.
Yes, sir. I came to confirm knowledge, to enrich myself on the knowledge of the national security, sir.
Okay, good. Mr. Emmanuel.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. I'm Manuel Sakara from Rwanda. I'm here just to understand the changing environment from somewhere to somewhere. That's all. Maybe even share our understanding on these aspects which we are going to learn. Thank you, sir.
Good. Mr. Konko. Mr. J.A. Konko.
Hello, good evening to everybody. My name is Justice Amidu Konko. I'm also here to learn as well, to learn about security operations as well.
All right. I can see iPhone. Mr. iPhone, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Please, can you hear me?
Recording in progress.
Yes, I can hear you.
Sir, this is Kingsley. Kingsley. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, this is from Kingsley, speaking from South Sudan.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Good, nice one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Martin. Please tell us your name and what you do. I can see Kofi. Mr. Kofi, tell us your name and what you do. Okay. Mr. Olushola, please introduce yourself. Mr. Paul.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Mr. Paul.
My name is Paul Kramche. I love security, so I'm here to learn more about it. Thank you.
All right. I can see PS. Mr. PS. Can you please introduce yourself? All right. Let's move on. I think the introduction is not coming. So, sorry. This evening, we are privileged to have one of our colleagues who is a transitioned security consultant. This evening, our topic is transition, how to move from one job to the other. I think he has not joined us yet. So we'll move on. At the right time, we invite him to share a word. But this guy is one person who was in the uniform institution, and now he has transitioned to the corporate world. What you are seeing on the screen are just few of the certificates he has. Don't be scared. He likes learning too much, so he has accumulated all the certificates. At the right time, he will join us. Just encourage us that if you are in the military, the police, the fire service, the immigration, and you intend to either transition or retire soon and understand corporate security, you have a word with us to guide us. Okay? So our organization is called AP Solutions. They do more private security training, consulting. They help in CV and interview preparation, and they also do background checks. Okay, so if you are recruiting security people, you can come to Asset Protection Solutions. They will help you with the background checks. Then we have an academy which does training. So the training we are doing today is being done by the academy. It does all manner of security education, private security education. Okay. Then we have the African Security and Leadership Education Foundation. Here, the focus is on security education, of course, at a national level, regional level, international level. So security education, advocacy, and research. Please
Sir, please,
mute your
Thomas
microphone. A
Kumado,
couple
it's
of
making
us,
so
our
much
microphones
noise.
are still on.
Thomas Kumado is making so much noise, please.
Mute your microphones, please. That is why I said from the beginning, if your microphone, check your phone or your laptop, if the microphone icon is not red and crossed, whatever you are saying, we are hearing it. Okay? So this foundation does security education, advocacy, and research. So these are a few of the things we've done in the past. This is Parliament of Ghana, JSA Logistics, one of the Jospon security companies. Sorry, Jospon companies. This is Ghana Revenue Authority. These are a few projects we've done in the past. These are executives of Jospon Group. Jospon is a big multinational company in Ghana. It's a Ghanaian business. Everybody in the picture is either a CEO of a subsidiary or operations manager. This program was a day and it was fantastic. They came to learn how security impact their operations. This is Security Officers of Parliament of Ghana. This was last year, September. So these were some classroom discussions with them. This is Pentecost Hospital security people. Pentecost Hospital. Those of you who are in Ghana, you know Medina Pentecost has a hospital there. So these are their security staff. These are a few things we've done in the past. Corporate security, career coaching, introduction to private security industry, how to start a private security career. All these were free, just like we are doing today. CV and interview preparation coaching. We have videos of all this on our YouTube page. So after this, you can go and just be listening, okay? We did something on introduction to private security guard officer training. Then we look at relationship between private security and national security. We have videos of all this on our YouTube page. We look at private security guarding business. Private security guarding is a whole trouble in itself. So if you have money and you want to start your own private security company, please come. We'll guide you. It's a very challenging thing, but the money is good. Okay. Then we did something on strategic communication. Private security people, we have to learn how to communicate, how to speak the business side of security. This is what this was about. Then we look at disinformation and misinformation. This was, I think last month. No, May. This was May. Then we did something on how to start a private security career and succeed. This was, I think, a 10-week package where we were doing it over, 10 weeks, I think, every Saturday for 2 hours. Okay. These are a few of our clients. And we have some relationship with the University of what? Media, Arts, and Communication. And then our own African Security and Leadership Education Foundation. Good. So this is the handsome man behind all these nice things I've mentioned. And these are a few of his certificates that he has. He's a very handsome man, but God has taken all his hair away. These are a few of his certificates. You can see on the screen. These are some of his books that he has written. If you are interested, just take the number on the screen. After the training, WhatsApp the number. You get copies to buy. This is one of his books. This will be launched hopefully next month or November. If you want to understand private security, please get a copy of this book. It's not too expensive and not too cheap. Okay? Good. Back to business. From a state security professional to a private security professional. How to triumph through your transition. There's a spelling issue with the triumph. Okay, so if you see the flyer, okay, it says ASIS International Skills and Knowledge Series. If you are here, you don't know what is ASIS International is one of the international security organizations in the US. Okay, and our organization has staff who were once students of this body. So we try to sell what this body does. Every month, the organization issues what is called security management. It's a magazine, and there's always one topic which is their focus. So for the month of August, Security Management Magazine, its focus was transition of uniformed people into corporate security. It's a long, difficult journey. As we progress, you come to appreciate. So this discussion is about how to move from a uniformed person. It could be police, immigration, fire service, NIB, national security, to the corporate world. This is the focus of this discussion. So every month, the beginning of the following month, we visit the Security Management Magazine, pick one focus subject, research, and discuss it. These are some of the certifications of the ASIS International. They have the Associate Protection Professional Certification. They have the Professional Certified Investigator. They have the Physical Security Professional, and then the Certified Protection Professional. We are so proud to be associated with this body. And I am privileged to have passed in 2016 my Certified Protection Professional certification. So if you are here and you want to grow in corporate security or private security, please, I will recommend ASIS certification for you. And you will never regret. There are several certifications. We have ISOSEC, which is a Swiss-based certification body. This is US-based certification. What is interesting is that in the private security world, each country, people have been able to package their own certification and they promote it. So this is coming from the US. Now back to business. So the people on the screen you see were once civilians. Okay, they were all once civilians. Now they have become uniformed people. So you can see customs, you can see prisons. This is, of course, Ghana. You can see immigration, you can see National Fire Service, you can see the police, you can see the military. Beautiful people, professionals. Now, these guys have to transition from civilians to become who they are now. They had to go through from recruitment, through training, they have to go through several rudiments to be where they are. Some years to come, they will go back. Some of them are not patient enough. They don't wait till the time they have to go. Some of them along the line get something they feel is better, so they leave this uniform and they go. And I can tell you, that leaving and going is not as simple at all. If you don't plan it well, it will affect you. So this is the purpose of today's discussion. We are going to learn how can we prepare for this journey of leaving the uniform and going to wear suit. Okay? You see them, very beautiful, but at some time they leave. So on the right, you see them, they are in suit now. They have left the uniform, which is regimented. Now they've gone to the flexible corporate world. And I can tell you, there are several bad experiences of people who were once in this uniform and now they are in suit and they are having issues. As we progress, you understand. Now, what is the reality? The reality is that people resign from jobs. Yes, people are leaving their jobs as we speak. There are a few policemen, soldiers, fire service people, immigration who are leaving the uniform jobs and going to the corporate world for several reasons. Sometimes people are dismissed. They find themselves in some trouble. They are dismissed. And because of their background, most times the job that comes in mind first is security. Okay? And these days, people are not staying in one job for long. People are moving. People retire and they still want to work because the man feels that he is fresh, he's still young, he wants to work. Okay? Sometimes people stay in the uniform job, but they still want to do side hustle, as we call it now. So this is a reality. The question is, how prepared are you? What preparation do you have to do? Now, these people you saw, they have some specialist skills. When it comes to threat assessment, risk assessment, it comes natural to them because some of them in their job, that's what they do every day. When it comes to crisis management, incident response, that's what they do every day. How to lead a team, how to coordinate, it comes natural to them. Surveillance and intelligence, gathering, discipline, attention to detail, fiscal security and tactical expertise, investigation and interview techniques. It comes to them because that is what they do, especially our brothers in the police, CID, criminal investigation. They're always interviewing people. Some of them are working in high-risk environment, counterterrorism, high-risk security operations. When it comes to ethical decision-making, most time you get it in these places the best. And then interagency collaboration and coordination. So if you have all these skills, how do you package it for the HR manager to understand you? So you don't go speaking soldier English, police English, fire service English, immigration English. What is then a transition? It's a process or a period of changing from one state to another or one condition. So everybody in this class, you have transition. You were once a baby, you became a child, you became youth. You were so difficult. Your parents will talk to you, you don't mind them. And then you went and brought a woman to your house. You became a man. Then now you gave birth to children. Then before you see, you are holding walking stick. So all of us have transitioned. And it's a very difficult journey. In the same way, transitioning from police, fire service, immigration, customs, to the C-suite, to the business world, is not an easy task. Now, let's see what this private security industry is. This industry is growing because in the whole world, the level of risk is going up. And the best people to manage the risk is private security people. Crime is going up, workplace violence is going up, the issue of cybersecurity is going up. The industry is diverse. You can go to the corporate world, you can go to the retail world, you can go to hospitality world, healthcare. All these places have different ways of managing risk, different ways of doing private security. So don't think that, oh, you can just take off from your barracks, find yourself in the hospital as hospital security boss, and you perform. You lie. You should have prepared yourself, because security in the hospital is different from security in the mall. The same way security in a school, security in a stadium, security in a critical national infrastructure, all these places would demand some specific skills from you. That is why you have to prepare. That is why you don't think that, oh, yes, me, I was in the military 20 years, so I know everything. You have the shock of your life. Where are the sectors? I mean, the corporate security, where they are focusing on company assets, employees, operations. Retail, here we want to focus on loss prevention, theft deterrence, managing in-store security. So you see, in all the places you go, the focus is different. Event security, you want to protect the crowd, those who come for the event. Cyber security, you are protecting cyber, what is it, data breaches, hacking. Executive protection, you are protecting big men, CEOs, celebrities, dignitaries. Critical national infrastructure, you are protecting essential services such as energy facilities, transportation, communication. So, one skill will not be enough for all these places. That is a lesson here. If you check all these places, you need specific skills for you to perform in these areas. Now, let's see types of services that are demanded. We have man guarding. Man guarding is the most common security that we know. They are the security guards you see in the banks, in the malls. So people have companies, they have recruited the guards, they give them out, they get their checks every month. Then some people, all they do is surveillance with the use of CCTV or alarm systems. Some people focus on executive protection, bodyguard services. So if you are applying for the job, please find out the job you are going to do. If you think that, oh, me, I've been in the police for 20 years, I know everything. No, no. Some people do risk management and security consulting. Some people, all they are doing is they are doing risk assessment, vulnerability assessment, they are training. Some people focus on cyber security, where all they do is they advise companies on data protection, digital infrastructure. Some companies focus on only investigations. So we are doing all this for you to decide that, oh, me, I would love to be a training person. So I'll prepare myself to go and train people, companies on security. Me, I love investigations, so I'll focus on investigations. You have loss prevention, like I said, most of them, it happens in the retail environment. Then event security, you can say that, look, I'm going to go into the event security industry where either I have my own security company, all we do is protect people at event. Now let's look at some key trends in the industry. Things are changing. Now we have security has become heavily based on technology integration with the use of AI, biometric access, all those current systems. Cybersecurity is so popular now because everybody is on the internet now. Almost everybody. Everybody in this class, at least you have a bank account. And once you have a bank account and you have been getting those alerts, it means you're on the internet. Now, with globalization and cross-border issues, security has become So complex. There's now increased focus on risk management because it has been found that if you understand your risk, it is the beginning, it is the genesis of the best security everywhere. Because when you know the risk, then you know the nature of the mitigation measures you want to implement. Okay? Again, the next trend is that there's a strong public private partnership now. If you go to many government institutions, you will not go and see police there as security, but rather you see private security guards. Sometimes even at some critical national infrastructures. Those of us in Ghana, if you go to Akosombo Dam, you go and see private security guards there. If you go to the airport, you meet private security guards there. It's because it is cheaper for government to employ private security than state security. It's very debatable. Yes, I know some of you will not agree. No, no, no. You know, this one, you should be police, you should be soldiers. But the cost of maintaining one soldier, it can pay sometimes 10 private security guards in a month. So government will choose to go for private security guard. There are issues. It's a double-edged sword. The issue of trust and all that. But that is it. There's a strong partnership now. Now, common roles. What are some of the roles you can see yourself playing in this industry? You can be a security manager. You can be a security director. It comes in several designations. When you are in that position, you are supposed to advise management on how to manage security in that company. You could be executive protection specialist. You are advising on how to protect high profile people, VIPs. You could be a cybersecurity analyst. You could be risk consultant. There are several of them. You could be a loss prevention specialist. You could become a private security investigator or crisis manager. So the opportunities are just huge. You have to decide, prepare yourself for it, and say that, oh, look, I've been in the police for 25 years or 20 years. I think I want to do something else. I want to be a private investigator. Then ask yourself, how do I become? Then you start preparing for it. Now, this industry has regulations, so many of them. If you come to Ghana, there's a law governing the private security industry. You have to be aware about it. So whether you want to start your own business or you want to go and work for a company, know that there is a special law that guides the way you behave, the things you do, and the things you cannot do. There are licensing requirements. If you want to start your own business, there are licensing requirements. You have to consult the relevant organization and make sure you have met those requirements. In so many places, there are compliance and standard issues you have to meet. So once you step in this water of private security industry, ask yourself, how deep can I step? What are the standards? What should guide my behavior? Now, it's not all rosy. There are difficulties. There are challenges in the industry because things are changing. Just today, in fact, some few hours ago, I saw that in Kenya, somebody who has closed from work and is going home, he's been shot in his car. Can you imagine if they had followed this man to his house and came to shoot him? Immediately he enters with his car. If you own a company and your security guards are in this man's house, I'm telling you, you are going to be in trouble. Because the investigation they will do, by all means, they will invite you. So there are challenges because threats are evolving. Security people, they are always balancing cost and security. Sometimes you have the best measure to address the worst threats, but they will tell you there's no money. So you have to balance it. And then sometimes the issue of perception, public perception, and liability. In many places, I don't know of East Africa, but in Ghana, not many people respect security. Okay, now let's look at opportunities. With all the issues, what are the opportunities in this industry? There are many of them. Like we have already seen, there's diverse career path. You can become investigator, you can become a consultant, you can become a trainer, you can become a risk, whatever it is. There are so many areas you can become a cybersecurity specialist. The demand is there. If you don't want to work in Ghana, if you don't want to work in Togo, Kenya, Rwanda, you can travel to another country and go and work. The demand for private security is growing globally. And this is creating many opportunities in many industries. When you go to Dubai, there are so many Ghanaians doing security work there. If the pay is better than Ghana, why not? Go out and explore the world. Some of us are so scared to leave our home. Want to eat local food. There is also room for growth. In fact, the room for growth is so big. And when I'm done, Jifa will have the chance to speak a bit. You understand the opportunity private security has given him. There's a big room for growth. Now, how do you succeed in this industry? How are you able to transition successfully from police, military, fire service, immigration to become a private security professional? You have to adapt. Adapt is trying to work on yourself to fit in, because this environment requires a bit of flexibility. You will meet new challenges. If you're a soldier man, you are always giving instructions. Hey, do this, don't do this. No, you can't go out there and give those instructions. So you have to adapt. There, the focus is on client needs. This industry, you have to continuously learn. This is why we are doing what we are doing. This is why we do a lot of these things for free. Continuously, you have to learn, because you have to improve your skills, because things are changing, and you have to stay current. You have to become business aware. Know that out there, people want to make money. People want to cut costs. It's different from police. You just wake up, you show up, at the end of the month, they pay you money. No. Out there, the man, before he will pay you, you say, this man, what has he added? Now, how do we prepare? Now we know the background, so now how do we prepare? You have to do self-assessment and skills inventory. You have to know, who are you? What do you have? What do you know? What don't you know? It's a very difficult exercise to do, because it's looking at your face and say that, you cry, the way you speak English, is it correct? Self-assessment. This is important, because you have to know the skills you have now and how relevant it will work where you are going. You have to know your own past experience and how relevant it will be where you are going. So what do I know now? And how is that applicable in the private security world? Perform gap analysis. When you do it well, if you know that in the private security industry, this is the skill you need to be there and succeed. But as a policeman, as a soldier man, as fireman, this is the skills I have used all these years. You will be able to know, how do I bridge this gap? How do I bridge this gap? Now, how do I gain industry-specific knowledge? You have to research different roles. You want to know where you want to go. So investigate the specific industry that you are interested in. And then you have to also follow industry trend. There are so many websites on the internet where They are always coming up with new things about private security. So many of them. You have to do that research because you want to understand unique security needs, and this will help you transition effectively. You have to acquire relevant certificates. There are so many certifications. Those I mentioned are just few of them. ASIS, we have ISOSEC, we have plenty of them. Go and do your research. Now, why is this important? Because if I go for interview, they check your CV. Say, okay, first degree in political science, master's in whatever, whatever. They say, but you, what technical knowledge do you have that makes you think you can do this job? That is where the certification come in. Technical knowledge. I can assure you, if you do any of such courses, your life will never be the same. You will see security differently. You will now come to what is it? Respect private security people. The sad part is that soldiers, police, fire service, immigration, they don't respect private security. It's not their fault because they are not taught the relevance of the roles of this guy. If you don't know, I'm telling you, the whole world, okay, there are more private security guards than police. Every country you go, there are more private security guards than police. So it tells you the huge gap that these guys feel. Okay? Good. You have to develop what is called business acumen. You have to understand the security side of, the business side of security. Private security is done in a business environment. So like they go together. It's like the teeth and the tank. Many places you see private security, people are doing business and they think certain things must be protected. So there, the focus is on profit. This is one huge gap that most of our colleagues who have transitioned, they have issues. Because if you're a soldier, all you have to do is that you show your face every day. At the end of the month, you go to the bank, take your pay. By private security, you are protecting the profit of the company. So if you are not working well and the company is spending money on security almost every time, it means it's affecting profit. And with that, you can't go and ask for salary increment. So you have to understand the business side of private security. You have to understand risk management. Like I said, risk management is the genesis of security anywhere you go. Until you understand the risk, you cannot design measures to reduce the risk. So security has become risk-based now. Okay? Security everywhere is now risk-based. If you don't understand the risk, you cannot know what you have to do. And it is such a big deal. Okay? It's such a big deal. Now, you have to build a professional network. These days, everything is networking. Everything. People have gotten serious jobs out of networking. People have gotten girlfriends out of networking. People have gotten side chicks out of networking. People's life have changed because of networking. Okay? So, networking is important. Some of you are here because you are in a network. Somebody saw the flyer and said, Charlie, this thing will help this man. Let me share with him. It will help this woman. Let me share with her. Okay. So networking. Build a network. Attend conferences. Attend workshops. Okay? Build a network. Attend workshops. Some of them may be paid for, some of them may be free. This is a place you meet industry people, industry gurus. Hmm? Sometimes you have to join some professional associations. There are so many of them out there. ASIS International is there, International Foundation for Protection Officers. These are just few of them. ISOSEC is there. There are so many of these professional bodies. When you join them, it's like you become part of the business. You come to understand some terms because these days interviews, when you go, interviews have become stories. Your ability to share a story that is in line with the company's business, you win the heart of the panel. Okay? Now, you have to update and tailor your CV or resume. Some of us, we have CVs, very, very dangerous CVs, and I have been privileged to access so many CVs, so I know a bad CV from a good CV. Don't take your soldier CV to go and look for security manager job, security supervisor job. Don't take your police CV, where all you have is police terms. You confuse the HR manager. So you have to have a good CV which is tailored to the private security sector. You see, every business has its language. So now, me, when I see your CV, I can tell you who you are. Because a uniform person will use uniform language and it will show on the CV. So your ability to translate this your uniform terms into the language that the private security person will understand is a whole business in itself. So asset protection solutions, we help people at a small fee. Yes, when you come, we'll help you build a very beautiful CV. You pay some small money. So how to translate your military experience, your police experience, your immigration experience into jargons, into terms that hiring managers understand is also another issue. How to highlight your critical skills, because you see, skills like leadership, risk assessment, crisis management, surveillance. If you are applying for a job, you have to know the key things the job is requiring you to do. Okay? So don't go and use your military terms to write your CV. They will not understand. You confuse everybody. Sometimes there are some courses you have done, the civilian HR manager doesn't understand. Now, how do you prepare for interview? Interviews are very important. Very, 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 very important. In fact, I tell people that when you are going for interview, prepare as if you are going to war. You know why? The fact that they have selected you means you have the potential of getting the job. Yes. The interview process that you are used to as a soldier man, as a policeman, is different from the interview that you are going to do. These days, we have behavioral interview questions. Okay? So you have to practice focusing on behavioral questions where you are asked to demonstrate how you handle specific scenarios. So they can ask you, okay, so you, in case we employ you, and one fine morning you come to work, the staff are demonstrating, what are you going to do? Somebody will say, the staff are demonstrating, very simple job. You will beat them. Because you think that end demonstrators must be beaten. Hey, if you give that answer, they will pause the interview and they will sack you from the room. Because staff demonstrating is their right. It's normal. All you have to do, you cannot stop them, especially if they are not destroying anything. Quickly, you call police that, hey, our staff are demonstrating, but please don't come now. When things become hot, we'll call you. Because when the police come, you escalate issues. You have to research the company. Don't go for interview when you have not researched the company. Know the company, what they do, what they don't do, their successes, their failures. Because when you go in, you have to speak as if you have worked in this company for long. And let me tell you this. When you meet anybody the first time and you speak as if you know the person, there's always a natural connection. So when you go and say that, oh yes, I know you guys, you have been in the industry for the past 10 years. Last year you were the best in your industry. Last 2 years you were this. Your CEO has been doing this. Talk as if you have been working with this company all these years. Focus on soft skills development. Soft skills. One best example of soft skills is how you speak, how you relate to people. Soft skills. I'm telling you. Now it is what is breaking walls. Soft skills. Develop your soft skills. This is important because security is a technical issue. Okay, we need it, but we need to have your soft skills because it's going to help you in your communication, in conflict resolution, interpersonal skills has become so crucial because you will be dealing with different people, different departments. Build on how you speak, communication skills, build on it. Build on how you are able to resolve conflict, negotiation skills, build on it. Because these are things in our uniform jobs, we don't stress on it. And whether you like it or not, these uniform jobs have specific language. Okay? Yes. And after doing the job for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, I'm telling you today, it's hard to change. I remember I was speaking to one of my lady friends. I said, you are a criminal. And she paused on the phone and said, why? Why did you say I'm a criminal? Then I realized I was speaking to a civilian. So now I had to explain what it means to be a criminal in the job I do. And now she understood it. Because sometimes I can call you criminal, meaning you are smart. But the person don't understand. You have to stay up to date because things are changing. Technology has come to change private security in so many ways. Now we're talking about AI, cyber security, Internet of Things. You have to stay current. Don't tell me that, as for me, I don't like internet. It's too technical. It's not technical. Get data, go to YouTube. Everything you want to know about artificial intelligence, you know it in a day. Because there are thousands of videos on AI. Don't say that, hey, they say AI there is technical. It's not. All you need is data. Go to YouTube. You can know everything about artificial intelligence. In fact, you can even teach it. Learn about cybersecurity because these days, anywhere you pass, there's cybersecurity. Because you are holding phone, you have a laptop, you have desktop, you have a bank account. You cannot escape from the cyberspace. So why don't you learn to know how to protect yourself on the cyberspace? Understand the legal and ethical considerations. I mentioned it earlier. This industry has legal constraints. You have to learn. You have to know. Okay? Know that this industry, any country you are, there are specific laws that guide this industry. The issue of integrity and ethics, they are so important because as security person, you will be entrusted with so many confidential information, sensitive matters. Yes. Now, how do we start the job search journey? But before we go there, you have to know that there's a big difference between private security and state security, because expectations are different, roles are different, cultures are different. Your ability to be able to transfer the skills you have gained in this uniform is very important. So understand, what do I know them, and what do I need to arm myself so I can succeed where I'm going. Work yourself to adapt to the corporate environment. Okay? Yes. There are so many places you can get private security job. So many of them. So many. There are so many companies that specialize in putting together security jobs. So online portals. There are so many online portals. LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, Jobberman, all these places. Sometimes you can visit individual company websites. Okay? They are posting jobs there. Sometimes you may know a friend through networking. Sometimes you belong to WhatsApp group, they may post a job there. Sometimes you can attend industry events, job fairs. Sometimes you may want to work with the recruitment agencies. And there are companies that also, if you sign on, you will be getting feedback. Sometimes when there's a job available, they will let you. Now, application materials. Don't go and write a CV with military terms inside, police terms. No. Translate these terms into terms that the HR manager will understand you. Highlight your transferable skills. Skills like leadership. Leadership is the same. Police leadership, military leadership is the same leadership. You have to just apply yourself where you are. Okay? When it comes to planning, when it comes to risk management, these are things you have done over the years. Stress on it if they are going to help you sell yourself. Craft a very professional CV. Yes. Strong summary, highlight your unique value. Everybody has a unique value. Use action verbs. Quantify some of the things you have done. If you were able to reduce risk by theft by 30%, why not? Say it. Emphasize on the education. Sometimes you might have done several courses. Some are not relevant for the job you are applying. Don't list all those courses. CV is a selling tool. So why will you put things that you know won't sell you? Focus on your technical skills, crisis management, operations. Customize each CV for each job. Please, this is very, very, very important. Don't use one CV to apply for every job. Don't use the same template to go and chase every girl. Every girl, there's a way you have to chase her, because you have to study how she is. In the same way, every job you are applying for will have specific requirements. So study, work on the CV to suit that job. I think I've mentioned this already. If you are applying for interview, know the company values, their mission, their security needs. Review your job description. Anticipate likely questions. So you have to develop your own questions and answer them before you go. And I'm telling you, this works like magic. If you are going to apply for security manager, you should know some questions they may ask you as a security manager. If it is supervisor, you should know. Okay? These are few interview questions. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about the time you handled a security breach. How do you assess and mitigate security? All these questions are all over the place. Look for them. What steps will you take if you notice a security vulnerability? How do you manage a security team under pressure? These are basic interview questions. Don't go for interview without preparing these questions and answering them. Okay? Yes, there are several ways of answering interview questions now. Several ways. There's one method called the STAR method, where you have to talk about the situation, the task for you, the action you took, and the result. So if they say, okay, tell us a time when you had to work under pressure, what was it, and what was the result? So here you have to give them the situation. Describe the situation. Okay, it was about me and my boss. We traveled to Nairobi, and we had about just 2 days to do this. Okay, so what task were you given? Okay, my part of the task was to ensure that the presentation for the day was ready. Okay, so what action did you take? I had to stay the whole night making sure that I used technique A, B, C, D, and Z. So what result did you get? In fact, the presentation, our presentation was such that by the time we are done, we got the contract. Beautiful. This is a STAR method. Sometimes you have to focus on your transferable skills. Sometimes focus on achievement. When you are answering the question, instead of look, because we have to implement ABCD measure, we were able to reduce theft by 15%. We're able to increase by this. We're able to prepare your own questions and make sure you answer them before you go for the interview. First impression is important. The way you dress. Somebody says soldiers don't know how to dress because they are always in camouflage. I don't know, police. Appear well. Make sure you are keeping eye contact. If they have to shake your hand, make sure the handshake is a firm one. Your posture should be confident. Speak clearly, concise, confident. Demonstrate professionalism. Handle difficult questions. How to handle difficult questions? Yes. If you don't know, you don't know. If the question they ask you, you don't know, say I don't know. So questions like, what is your salary expectation? Don't go and say you don't know. If you mention big money, it doesn't mean they'll pay you. But there are so many rationale behind questions like, so how much do you expect that we pay you? They want to know whether you know your own value, whether you are confident enough. Because sometimes you have to mention the amount and justify it. So if you go and say $2,000, you say, you, yes. With my experience, with my knowledge, with my doubt, with my dad, and the change I'm bringing, this is where you tell them all the things you can do better. It means you know your value. When the interview is done, don't go and sleep. Sometimes you have to write some thank you letter. Sometimes you have to write emails to follow up. Yes. If you are looking for a job, understand the job offer. When you see the application, the job vacancy, understand it. Salary, benefit, work environment, opportunities for growth. Some of them will not be there, but do your own research. You have to know how to negotiate salary, like I was saying earlier on. Don't go and undersell yourself or oversell yourself, because some of the questions they will ask you, you answer, you have to justify it. They will ask you, are you sure you can do this? Yes, I can do it because of A, B, C, D. Okay? Now you have the job. First impression is important. Your ability to integrate into the new team is very, very important. Don't go and tell everybody that, oh, you people, you are here, you don't know anything. I'm coming to change things. Hey, they will hate you. Learn. Learn. Build deliberate relationship with your colleagues and superiors. Establish trust. Let them trust you. Let them know that, Charlie, this guy here, if you leave him, you'll get your result. And once you've got the job, don't go and sleep. Continue learning. Private security industry is a learning industry. Set your own career goals. Tell yourself that, hey, in the next 4 years, I have to become a manager. In the next 3 years, I have to be this. In the next 8 years, I have to be this. Set your own goals. Yes. Have your own career objectives. Work with this. Find out major key stakeholders, both in the company and out of the company. As a private security person, you have stakeholders. Yes. In the company, there are stakeholders. Other departmental heads, they are all stakeholders. Your staff, that look for these stakeholders and employees, clients, build relationship with them. You have to understand the professional dynamics where you are, because there it is customer service oriented approach and not the command and control structure where you are. Customer oriented. Shift from operational focus. Here, you are not just going to enforce rules. You have to be as proactive as possible. Because the best security is think and ask yourself, what can happen next? And then you work to address what can happen. Yes, the corporate culture is different. You have to adapt. Go and understand the corporate culture. There, it's about values, it's about goals, it's about business. It's about client-focused service. It's about professional appearance, professional conduct, punctuality, communication skills, etiquette, ethics, and confidentiality. Don't go and tell your girlfriend things that must not leave your office. Because security officer, you have access to a lot of things. Don't go and tell everybody everything. Now, you need specific skills to succeed in this industry. What are these skills? Risk assessment and management. These are the skills of today. IT skills, CCTV, access control, intrusion, all these skills, you need it. Basic cybersecurity skills, crisis management. Based on the company you are going to work in, the issue of crisis management will come up almost every time. Either you are doing exercises, simulation exercises, or you are going to do it in practical terms. Interpersonal communication. Find out the best way to speak to the people. Learn the language of the business. Don't take your police language there, your soldier language there. Learn the language of the business. Learn how to write, because many cases will come up. You will be asked to write a report. How to write clear, concise report. Develop your skill of conflict resolution and conflict de-escalation. Teamwork and leadership. Security, there's always somebody who is in charge. How to translate this leadership experience into this your new job is critical. Because you are going to lead teams, you are going to lead by example, you are going to collaborate with other departments. So your ability to build relationship with HR, the IT, facility manager, it is the best way to make sure that you are achieving a comprehensive security objective. Okay? Now, credibility is important in the business world. Reputation. How do you build it? How do you build trust? How do people respect you? You have to be reliable. You have to have a high level of integrity. You have to have the sense of accountability. That is the best way I can trust you. Network within the company. Look for the powerful people in the company and make sure you have built relationship with them. It could be colleagues, it could be supervisors, it could be departmental heads. Let them see the professional part of you all the time. Showcase the professionalism part of you. And this can come in several forms. The way you appear, your punctuality, the way you speak. You have to continue learning. This industry is a learning industry. Continue learning, look for certifications and do them. Some of them are expensive, but they will pay off. Stay updated because things are changing in this industry. Do continuous self-assessment. It is the best way to know what you know and what you don't know, so that you can build on what you know better. You become the best in what you know. and learn those you don't know. We have mentioned this already. In the corporate world, it is client-centered. You have to know your client, make sure your client's needs are taken care of. You have to manage your own expectations. Don't say that, oh, as for here, I'm going to be rich in no time. No. Manage expectations. Because sometimes the view from the behind the wall is different from inside the wall. Sometimes you jump into the wall and it's like, Charlie, is that how things are? You should learn how to handle feedback complaints. Yes. Every work environment you go, you are there to solve problems. So don't be tired of receiving complaints. Now, career growth. Yes, it's all about setting professional goals, learning, looking for certifications to do. Create your own career path. Say that, hey, in the next 10 years, I have to be a consultant. Then you start working towards it. Build your professional network. Take on additional responsibilities if it is possible. Other project. Yes, now you have a new role. You have to have a different mindset. The police mindset, if you bring it to the corporate world, it won't work. Military mindset, no. Shape the mindset to fit in where you are now. In some places, the job is very, very stressful. The good thing is that the uniform people, you guys are used to stress already. But corporate stress is different from security, state security stress. Make sure you are starting on a very strong foundation. The first 90 days, set your own goals. That look, in 3 months' time, I want to see this. I want to see. Don't just go and tell everybody that, oh, you people, you are here. You don't know anything. I've come. I've come to change everything. No, they will not like you. So learn. Calm down. Humble yourself. Learn, 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 learn. This transition is not smooth. It can be very, very challenging. Okay? Because it's not easy to just change after 25 years in police, 10 years in police, 15 years in soldier. No. It's not easy at all. Where you wake up, you wear your uniform, somebody will salute you. There, nobody will salute you. So you have to adapt, remain flexible, understand the business goals, both the broader business goals and your departmental goal. The issue of perception of authority. In the uniform organization, the boss just give instruction in whatever language. There, you can't do that. There, you have to develop your soft skills, build relationships. Sometimes there's a nice way of telling somebody he or she is stupid without using the word stupid. So be careful about the words you use. Make sure you build deliberate relationship, because with that one, you can get things done better than just giving instructions, orders, as the military people say. Sometimes it's better to start from explanation of why the person must do it. So you start the explanation and then you end it. Therefore, we have to do ABC. But if you just call the person, hey, you, go do this, do this. No, 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 no. Now, there are different operational priorities. Like we have said already, out there, they are looking to make money. Where you are, I don't think police, Nigerian police, Ghana police, they declare profit every year. No. But business people are looking at profit. Risk management. Yes. Learn how to balance risk, the security needs with companies' financial and operational goals. Businesses are operating for money. So that should guide almost everything you do. It's money focus, profit focus. If you are going to advise, ask yourself, is this advice going to affect the profit of the company? You have to learn the industry you are in. Do your own research, and understand the industry well, so that when you are speaking, they can take you serious. Continue your education through certifications, training programs, webinars, conferences, workshops. All this build your confidence. Okay? It builds your confidence. Adjusting to the profit environment is also not easy at all. Yes, but there's a way you can overcome it. Just make sure that you have come to understand solutions that are cost effective. Have the return on investment mindset. Everything you are going to recommend, oh, let's spend $10,000 on CCTV. They will ask you in 3 months, what is the return on investment on this $3,000? So before you go to your CEO, okay, CEO, we have to spend $3,000 on the new wall we are going to raise. When we raise the wall, it will reduce the breaches by this, and therefore we will save this money. This is how security officers of today speak. Everything you are going to say, you have to cost it and tell them how they are saving money or losing money. This is how security managers are talking now. Because the business people, for them, it's all about money, 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 money. Yes, you are shifting from reactive to a proactive security. Reactive security, you just be there. They say, oh, they are attacking this place. Then you take off, you go. No. Corporate security is more proactive, where you have to think and say that based on our operations, what are some of the risks we are exposed to? And then now you advise management, you implement measures, you monitor and reduce that risk. Don't go and behave like fire service, where you are there waiting for fire to come and you are running to go and put it off. No. Focus more on prevention. Be a strategic thinker, because you have to know that out of the lot, what should be our focus? Think long term. We've mentioned the issue of networking. Make sure you build your personal brand. Build a professional network. Develop your personal brand. Human beings, we are products, and products have to be branded. How do you do it? Establish yourself as an expert in your field by sharing knowledge. Some of you have Facebook account, you have social media. Share knowledge for people to say, Mr. Irinzi is an expert in this area, because he's always sharing knowledge in this area. Build your personal brand. Yes, if you have the money and the time, go and get a very powerful certification. It also adds some value to you. If you have ISO certificate, if you have ASI certificate, if you have it, those who know the value of that certification will not just know Mr. Irinzi. They will know that Mr. Irinzi is a specialist, because we know he has this, acquire the relevant certifications. Good. So, as you have seen, the journey is not an easy one, but it is possible. That is why we have the likes of Jifa who are here. He's going to share his experience, where he began and where he is. And I can tell you, everybody here, if that is your objective, that is your plan, you can do it, and do it very, 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 very well. This training is going to be shared on our YouTube page. Is there. You can go there, play it, rewind it, forward it. So I'm going to give Jipa 4 or 5 minutes to share his transition journey with us. After that, we'll go into the questions and comment session. So Jifa, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. I always say that the first step toward change is awareness. The second step is acceptance. If you are on this platform today and you've listened to all what Senator have said, I would say if you have gotten the awareness already, it's left with you to have that acceptance to whatever you want to do. And I will also say that what you cannot change your destiny overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. I started this journey that was in 2018, and I met Colonel Khan. Fortunately, I traveled with him to South Sudan. He was the deputy commander.
Hey,
Through that,
we share them online. We share the interview.
someone is making a background noise. Can you please mute? Let me see. Solomon, Erize, please, can you mute your mic? iPhone, can you also mute your mic? Thank you. So I met Colonel Khan in one of the security conference, that is ASIS, and he told me that, Jifa, you know what? The direction you've taken is going to help you, so just keep it up. And I was so glad and happy that I took that decision, listening to him as well. I joined the military 2007, and I am someone who have no vision that I'll be here today. But through security, I have achieved a lot in life. And through security, I am where I am today. I have been able to listen to Colonel Khan, and I'm a certified protection professional, professional certified investigator, physical security professional, on and on and on. Through that, I have been able to enroll in the university, and I'm having LLB in law. I also have a lot of certifications. Currently, I'm speaking to you from the United Kingdom. I've relocated. I resigned from the service because I have prepared myself. That was the reason why I stepped out boldly to leave the military. As the saying goes, a time comes when you need to stop waiting for the man you want to become and start being the man you want to be. That can only happen if you prepare yourself to take the bull by the horn. It can only happen. And Kanaka has said something about security. Security, I would say, is intertwined with law. Where you are practicing security must go along with that jurisdiction's laws. In Ghana, the way we practice security is actually security, but the laws that governs it is different from the laws that governs it in the United Kingdom. Same as in the US. So if you want to go into law and have security, you must be ready to continue learning things that are going on in law or in security. We call something vicarious liability. The security guard that you have employed can put you into trouble if you don't update yourself on trends about security. That can happen to you. So security is actually in line with law. You must make sure you follow day in, day out updates on security. So I would say security is something that you have to take seriously. Yesterday, I watched the Ghana and Mali game, and the coach for Ghana was once a player. So ask yourself, as you're in the service, after the service, what are you going to use that knowledge for, that experience for? You cannot just come into the private security industry raw from the military, because in the private sector, they are looking at two skills. Your technical skills will give you the job, and your soft skills will let you maintain that job. So soft skill is how you relate to people, your integrity, everything that deals with soft skill, you must have that. they will mostly sack technical people and maintain people who are having soft skill because they can let you learn the technical one. But as for the soft skill, it's something you have to build. I have that. I don't have that before, but through security, I've learned how to have soft skill with the technical skill, which I'm having now. So I will encourage you that you need to take this serious and make sure you get there. I always say that motivation is not what is going to strike you, is the whole idea of what motivation that will help you to get what you want, or what we just said. If you take it as motivation and you don't take the bull by the horn, you remain where you are. Lastly, you need to know that for you to achieve success, there are two things you need to make sure you grab. That is the people you associate yourself with and the book you read becomes who you become in future. Thank you for the opportunity, sir.
Good. This guy is one of the most serious people I know on earth. So, if you are here, you are in any of the state security organizations, police, fire service, immigration, and you have the intention of transitioning, this guy is a whole library for you. Good. It's time for questions, comments, anything that you don't agree that I said, please bring it up and let's learn together. That is the purpose of this platform. Okay? Please, what are the procedures one must follow to own a private security firm in Ghana? I think one possibility to be able to operate in the private security is having a customer service mindset and good communication. Good, Mr. Konko. Okay, yes. In Ghana, first you have to register a company first. So you go to Registrar General, get your company registered. Then you go to Ministry of Interior. You go and fill a couple of forms there. You pay some money. Then the procedure starts. Along the line, Ghana police will be involved, but you have to progress up to a point because the ministry works with the Ghana police. For now, that is the procedure. Get the company registered, then you go to Ministry of Interior. Along the line, police will be involved as you depend on what you are going to do, whether it is a garden company or you want to be a consultant or whatever you want to do, police will be involved. So this is what it is. Okay? Good. Any question or comments? Our colleague from Nigeria, if you want to share your experience, like I said, we are here to learn. This is a learning platform because we want to transition smoothly from uniform into suit. Good. Comment, question, or contribution? Any question? Okay, Emmanuel. Emmanuel, go ahead. Emmanuel. Okay, before Emmanuel comes, anybody else? Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dr. Khan, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to this presentation. It has a lot to take into consideration. Actually, this transition is not only for security personnel, but also civilian personnel who are transitioning from areas of comfort areas of challenges. I like to the note about that our one of our experts said that you cannot change your destiny, but you can change your direction.
Yeah, if I can help you with that. Yeah, I said you can't change your destiny or your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. Thank you.
Great. And I like the your journey up to here, because you are still struggling to instill your professionalism, your service to others, and get something in return. I think during the introduction, I heard we are all Africans. We do have challenges, and those challenges and the problems, some of the times, are at the opportunity that we can have something to make sure that you can get service, you can provide your support, and also get the return of your efforts or your returns, your investments. Therefore, so I think these courses are good, should be given periodically, mostly for those who are in need, and others who you see are vital to make the difference in our societies, mostly in our security environment. For example, if you can see Africa, we can see security is a public ownership. Private security, they see it as a guard, a single guard service. And the military cannot do more than what they should be doing. And they cannot guard every person, every space, and everywhere. The same applies to police as within a public means. This world of us, mostly the developed world, has taught us that also for us, we can have opportunity to have private security that can do mostly those areas that are not relevant to the public security, and we gain something. So I encourage everyone who is participating and our leadership through your foundation, that we can see that we spread the seeds, we grow the seeds, we invest, we do something that is credible, that we can have a change. Otherwise, the course was very interactive, and I have gained a lot.
Good. That's from Emmanuel. Somebody wants to know whether civilians cannot transition. I like that. In fact, I'm being asked this question the first time. Of course, civilians transition, but of course, you will be a security person, but still a civilian. So the civilian transition may be you are in one job, maybe you are a teacher, maybe you are a banker, maybe you are a lawyer, but you are transitioning to become a security person. Why not? It happens all the time. Uh-huh. But from our research, we've seen that the uniform people have serious issues. That is why they have become the focus this time. But transition occurs in several ways. Not only uniform people. Okay? I like that. Let me see, Mr. Olushola. Yes, he's asking me to share some of the links to some of the institutions. Don't worry. Just send a WhatsApp to the number on the screen. It will be shared to you. Okay. Any other comments from anyone else? Any
Hello, sir.
comments or contribution or question? Mr. Adam, my brother, you are here today. Good. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So good evening to everyone.
Good evening.
First of all, I want to thank you and then panelists for organizing this program for us once again. I must say that I had an opportunity of being interviewed by Mr. Jifa for the role of security coordinator for one of the hospitals about 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
And I must say that that interview actually changed my life because the kind of questions that he personally posed to me during the interview process actually challenged me to go back to my notes and learn more, especially when it comes to risk management. So I'm very grateful for that. My question has to do with the ASI's certification.
Okay.
I just want him to run us through the process briefly. If you want to get a certification, what is the process? And then also the cost involved. That is what I want him to run for us briefly, please.
Okay. So, Jifa, over to you.
All right. Thank you so much. And sorry for putting you on your toes that day. Yeah. I would say I'm just a byproduct from Kenokan. Okay. The first thing that you need to think of is you having that mindset that you want to do ASIS international course. And also, you need to identify your strength and your weakness, what you want to do. That is the step for you. Then you now select a course that you want to do. Is it CPP, PCI, or PSP? The CPP takes you through 7 domains, and those domains are what? Investigation, physical security, security principles and practice, business principles and practice, crisis management, personnel security, and information security. These are the areas that they're going to take you through. Now, before you get to this, you need to first of all register with ASS International to do that exam. And there are advantage and disadvantage of you joining them or not joining them. If you join them, they are going to cap costs on your exam fee as a member. If you don't join them, you are going to pay a higher price of not joining them to write the exam. And the exam, every 3 years, is a profession. So it's a certified protection professional. Profession always change anytime risks are changing. I always tell people that what criminals are the best teachers of security experts or security professionals. Any step they take, you learn from it and put countermeasures in place to prevent them not to take same decision or same action they've taken before you have changed your way of approach to them. So every 3 years, we renew that certification through training. What you are doing with Kanaka now, you get a certificate for it. If he wants to, you use that to upload on your portal. Then you renew your certification. I renew my certification for 3 or since 2018. I certify every 3 years. I renew. Every 3 years I renew. It's not for you to go and sit and write again. But if you don't renew, you go back and write the exam again. These are the things that you need to know. So you have to register to be a member, or not a member. You go straight to the exam and you buy materials. You cannot say you are going to farm without carrying your tools. So the tools are the material that will guide you to write this exam. So these are the process you need to go through to write the exam. And the investigation is for you to just write 3 domains that are going to test you: case management, investigation techniques, and caseloads. These are the areas they will take you. And physical security come to risk assessment, implementation, and risk assessment. All these are the areas they will take you in physical security. Every domain or every certification comes with its materials. You cannot use CPP material to write a PCI or to write PSP. They all have their materials that you need to follow. If you want to be stingy, let me be straight on this, and you want to pass backdoor or pass shortcut, you hold a certificate, but you are not the certificate. So you need mentorship. There are people that go and write exam, they pass with luck. But if you meet them one-on-one to probe them, to see if they are actually on their toe, they end up fumbling. So you need someone that has to guide you to write this exam, explain things to you so you will become the certificate, not holding certificate. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. But can you throw more light on the cost aspect? The cost, I don't know whether it's for the examination or the certification. The cost, please.
All right. This is something that I would say the registration for this exam, I will ask you to go online, ASS International, so that you have this first-hand information. I don't want to give you that information from me. Just take your phone, go there, you see the price. And when it comes to the materials, you think it's too costly for you, speak with Colonel Khan. He will find ways and means for you to get the material, which will be at a lesser price for you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Good. This our brother. He's always here with us. I like that. Somebody says that he's had experience with the G4S, and he can just attest to the fact that our police and military officers, he has worked with many of them, have found things difficult because the environment is different from where they are coming from, where it's like command and control. And in the corporate world, where things are extremely flexible, where something that can be done in 1 minute, it can take a week or a day. So the issue is real. I know somebody who said, I don't want to work with soldiers again. He may be right, he may be wrong. Maybe he too could not handle the heat well. But working on ourselves, and I like Mr. Olu's question. This transition doesn't only take place only from the uniform people, but like I said, their issues are prominent and it keeps coming up. But many of us, we have transitioned sometimes from one environment, one country environment to another country, and you go, everything is different. I have a friend who was doing a program in Kenya. He said, when he speaks, the Kenyans don't understand because they say he speaks very, very fast. The person's concern is that the Kenyans, though they will speak English with you, there's more of Kiswahili. They mix it with Kiswahili. So if before you went to the Kenya, you didn't prepare for this culture shock, I'm telling you, it can give you stress. So this transition is such a big deal, and we have seen the need for us to discuss it and become more aware so we can work on ourselves even before we go. Good. Any other comments or question from anyone?
Hello, sir.
Mr. Paul.
Good evening, Colonel.
Evening.
Please, the little that I want to add to what our brother Mr. Jipa just said is that, for example, I am also not a military man. I am from the civilian side and I want to transition. I met Colonel Khan and he tutored me as to the process I should go through. So at the moment, I am with him. I have taken some of the courses that are being run. I'm not there yet, but in one of those programs, if I should tell you, as he said, the connection and the linkages, the people I met on that program, I was surprised. And it was a very humbling experience. Even though I'm not yet there yet, but I think with the way things went, very soon something good will happen. So I would urge everyone that also want to transition to follow Colonel Khan religiously. Whatever he tells you, just believe it's that one day to work. So I'm also interested, and then I'm happy. Mr. Jifa also spoke. I want him to tell me as to the way forward as I'm following you, and I'm sure with time things will work. I'm grateful for the opportunity you gave me when we attended the program for the managers course, and I am almost and always grateful for that experience. Thank you.
Good. Thank you very much. Last week, one of our former students transitioned. So we have a live experience ongoing now. In fact, he began his first day at work was yesterday. He has been in the military for, I think, over 23 or years. He's now been employed in one of the companies. So, and I'm sure he's even here because he called and said, "Sir, as for this your class is for me." Oh." So that is it. Mr. Paul was one of our students and he's now part of the family. The good thing about this is that we help each other because we know it's not that easy. It's a very, very challenging environment. We need to support each other. So, Mr. Paul, we are going to be available for you. We'll be there for you, support you, and hope that very, very soon something good will come your way. Good. Any other comments from anybody else? We've done almost 2 hours.
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, there is a lady that just joined. She's an investigator. She doesn't know what to do with her investigation knowledge.
Okay.
If she can introduce herself, she's called Sheila. She's there. She's here. She can speak.
Please tell us about yourself and what you do and what are the issues and what we can do to help. Auntie Sheila. Okay, before Auntie Sheila, Fred.
Yes, sir. Good evening and good evening to you all.
Evening.
I wanted to thank you so much, so much, because I'm also a product from Colonel Khan. Through Colonel Khan, I was able to meet with Mr. Jifa, although I've been following him. But you have arranged a meeting and I met him one-on-one. So humble and very respectful young man who is also ready to help every young man to, pick up the dream of being a security officer. Currently, for me, I have a lot of testimonies about you, and I'm still having. So the only thing I wanted to say is to say thank you. Thank you so much for giving some of us hope, because we have so much dreams and ambition to become who we wanted to be. But by the grace of God, we are almost there, because we already achieved half of what we were expecting. And I'm so grateful to you, your guidance, your leadership, your training and everything. And thankful to Mr. Jafar also. Whatever I call on him, send message or whatever, he quickly responds and then advice. And thank you to Mr. Adam also. He's one of my former boss also that I work under him also. So thank you so much. I may say that this opportunity is always there. And Zig Ziglar said something also. Whoever is ready to learn, the opportunities are there. And nobody, and I said nobody can stop you until you decided to stop yourself. So that is where you are not ready to learn. So thank you so much. I'm grateful, sir. Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Fred is my brother, my friend. But we speak every day. We speak every day, sometimes hours, because of the connection and what we are doing together. Good. Any other comment? There are people here. Please talk. I want to hear your voices. Our colleagues from Nigeria, we want to hear your voice. Yes, Mr. Olushola. Go ahead.
Lushola Iraoya.
Yes.
I see that our admin and facilitator is finding it difficult to pronounce the second name. I'm from Nigeria, but the network is not very friendly with me. I've been in a security-oriented atmosphere for over 30 years.
Wow.
I'm a civilian, but I'm more into health, safety, and environment.
Okay.
And I also went for the police officers training for a 6 months stint. So for now, I'm a supernumerary police officer in Nigeria, a chief superintendent of police, if you ask me.
Wow.
And I'm not a very young man. I'm over 60. So I'm looking to become a chief security officer, because like we know, once you are knowledgeable and you have a good knowledge of the processes, the standard operating procedure of whatever professions you find yourself, and as you mature, as you grow, as you learn, you become better and better. So age will not limit you. So I really appreciate being in this lecture today. And that was why I asked that question, that can civilians also not transition into security? Because I know how difficult it is. Even the military men, those who call uniforms, they find it very difficult to learn how to use the left hand in old age. They are coming from a well-regimented atmosphere and they are going to the corporate system. We know how difficult that is. But this for me is an eye-opener, because this is the first time I'm being introduced here. I'm also a security coordinator for my church, my own branch of the church. It's my national advisor in Nigeria that gave us this link that I had to now join. And going forward, I'm ready to learn. And I appreciate everybody, especially the facilitators. You guys are core, you are good, you are great. And I wish to know more of you. After this time, I'll be connecting on WhatsApp with the number on this. So thank you very much. It's nice to be here. And I really want to explore the world of security. Thank you very much.
Yes,
God bless
sir.
you.
Thank you very, 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 very much. It's not easy. I know in Nigeria now, I think it's almost 10 p.m. So for you to stay up on this call, it is for a very good cause and good reason. So yes, let's stay in touch. Ghana and Nigeria, we have been brothers. When we are playing football, we become small enemies. After the game, we become brothers. So let's stay in touch and continue to learn from each other. Good. Any comment from anybody else? Comment, question? Any comments? Any question? Contribution? Sharing of experiences? Okay. So I don't know how you came here. Who shared the link with you? Whether you are on our WhatsApp page, but With the number on the screen, you can remain in touch with us. We share several things. Every month, we come up with a topic in the ASIS security management. We share ideas, we learn together. So if God give us life, hopefully next month, first week, we'll be together again. I wish you well. Whatever you do, do it the best you can. Stay safe and have an open heart. Thank you very much for coming, and God bless us all.
Thank you too.
Thank you too. Have a good night too, sir.
Thank you very much and good night, everyone.
Thank you so much. Good night.